Oh, okay. So this is why I'm getting more and more interested into longevity. Um, I'm I'm wearing a Hainan right now. Okay. So my background is engineering, and then I found out the role of technology basically is just um, to make something from scarcity to abundance, right? So, for example, technology is to make things like faster, cheaper, more affordable. Um, but what at the end it's getting uh, for all of us? What is it that we're trying to save at the end? Like, so what if it's cheaper? So what if it's faster? So what if it's more abundance? I think at the end, technology is trying to save us time, right? Because time is kind of the most precious thing, right? So, for example, if you get things cheaper, you can save more money, right? So, and then you have more money for, let's say, emergency time, right? So if there's something emergency, you can spend it, right? So if you don't have that money, then you'll be wasting your time to work really hard, right? So again, your time. Again, technology is to make things faster. Again, it literally saves you time, right? Um, Technology it makes you more, I don't know, abundance. So abundance is basically you can get it as many as you want, right? As compared to you have to become more like conscious of getting it, oh, because it's so expensive. So again, I think at the end it's gonna save you more time because then you can just um, satisfy your curiosity. For example, I want to have like 1,000 of I don't know experiments, right? Or 1,000 of I don't know something that's 1,000 of plans because you want to do, and then because of technology they make plans like so cheap or of course, on the other hand, you can do something that's really bad. You want to have like just keep on eating, right? Because the food is just abundance, but it makes you like less healthy. But try to do something that's positive. So you want to have 1,000 experiment because you can afford it because the experiment is free. For example, you're a machine learning engineer, you can do it via, for example, with cloud, for example, right? If you even if you want to start up your own company, you can do it cheaply now, right now because cloud is abundance. You can just rent AWS and pay by hour or by day. Before you have to spend like $100,000 just to start up a company. So uh, so now you can do it easily. So it saves you time. Otherwise, you're gonna like before you even start a company, you have to spend $100,000 to hire engineers to buy like rack servers, right? And then at the end, you are wasting your valuable time because at the end you just want to make a business that's working. You don't want to become um, bogged down with the details of how to set up a server, how to set up a computer. No, you don't want to do that. Right? So it saves you time at the end. So time is at the end is in the essence like the one that you cannot buy, even though you have money. You cannot turn back the clock. Well, at least for now, right? I don't know about 1,000 years from now, probably somebody can turn back the clock. But if I'm not mistaken, physics doesn't allow to do that. So time is like the most precious thing. So, and with regards to time, so you cannot turn back the time. But what other like valuable thing, like if you have an unlimited time, and then you can do whatever you want, right? The other things that you cannot buy is health, right? Um, so, for example, if you have a lot of time on your own, then the only thing that at the end the only thing that you want to maximize is your health because for example you have a lot of this technology you squeeze you use technology as your leverage and therefore you have instead of having let's say 20 years of lifetime in on earth you have like a 60 years of lifetime because now you can just do maximize to for your curiosity for your happiness instead of hardworking instead of being a slave to like working with other people, right? But when you think about it, it's your length of your time on earth. Let's say 60 years. Let's say, and it's pure like happiness. It's also uh, limit towards your health, and your health is also kind of limited, right? So people live, I don't know, by 60, 70, 80, and then they're dead, right? So at the end, even though you have a abundance of time, I wouldn't say unlimited, you still have bounded by health. So health is kind of also scarce. It's not abundance. You have a limited amount of health, right? Because of that, you have a limited amount of time, right? If your health is only up to 60 or 70, then therefore that's your time on earth, right? Because after that, you're just gonna go downhill, and then you're dead, right? So this is why I'm thinking more and more about why at the end health is the kind of the most important thing, is probably the most important thing in the world. After you satisfy everything that you can think of, you build your own company, you have enough wealth, right? You have a good family, you have like anything, you have Tesla, Model X, whatever. So at the end, somebody has to boil down on their health, because that's the only things that the last defense that only matters, right? So and that's kind of for me is like the purpose of technology, and got influenced a little bit by Balaji Srinivasan. He's very active on Twitter, right? And then the other, so that's one. The other thing is from my life experience. I have 2 years ago, I had almost died because I had pneumonia for unexpected reasons. I was feeling healthy. I never been hospitalized. I'm already like kind of 50 years old right now. And then suddenly I think I got it from one. I have 3 kids, so I think the youngest got like flu, and then I got it from him. And then for some reason, with the combination probably of winter, it was winter at that time, and then I was like not really taking care of myself because I was just like busy with the kids. So and then I got that bug flu, and then for some reason I got one of the strange bug that caused me into pneumonia, and almost died at that time. So that makes me also, and I was like 6 weeks in a hospital coma and all that stuff, right? So it also teach me a lesson that health is kind of important, and I don't want to repeat that kind of experience. Never. So I was in dialysis. I was in a like almost like 50% mortality at that point of time. So those two I think factors and influenced me a lot to think about what really matters. But again, I don't want to maximize the longevity, the health just for the sake of longevity. What also matters is also our happiness in life, right? It doesn't matter if you're, let's say, can live very healthy, up to a certain age, let's say up to 100 years of age, but you're not happy at all. You're always like, although I know being happy actually affects the health of the people, because mental is one of the if you're good mentally, if you're like being happy, you're not being stressed out, right? It also affects. But having said that, I also want to also emphasize on the life experience, because otherwise your 100 years, even though you're healthy, your life experience can be just like only, for example, only like 50 years of life experience, because you're not doing many things in your life. You're just like, you're just staying at home for the whole time, although you're happy kind of like, but you're not like really like, I would say adventurous. Although again, there's a balance. Also, like being adventurous sometimes is kind of risky, right? So you have to kind of take that into consideration. So, but yeah. So anyway, that's kind of my uh, my thinking um, uh, about this longevity, and I've been like listening to David Sinclair and others people who are into this space. So yeah, thanks for listening. Let me know. Just leave a comment, whatever. Just I want this to be like just like a be more like a community like. So it's not just me talking or whatever. Yeah. Thanks.